boys, sorry I didn't see you guys there. You're probably wondering why the hot boy has these 2 skulls on his chair now. It's intimidation. I mean, look at that. Look at this. None of you are going to want to come after me now.
I'm the man up in this beast. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
You know it, I know it. Skulls are intimidating. My knowledge is intimidating, but I figure I'd add to it, boost it with some skulls. Today's episode's gonna be short. I just want to start getting more consistent with. God, this is pissing me off. I want to start getting more consistent with putting a show out every week. But I want to put a show every week. Probably what's today? Monday. I had already filmed this yesterday, but I went too hard, so I got to film it again. I went too hard on a bunch of people, man, and it's. Some of you are gonna forget I'm a nice guy. Yeah, I want to start putting these episodes out more regularly, more consistent, so y'all know when they're coming out. And a lot of it's gonna be on nonsense, just random nonsense, just for the hell of putting an episode out. There's no football going on. Still waiting on the coaching news for Carroll. Skidmore just hired someone. But I want to keep the episode on what I said it was gonna be. That triggered some people. I said it was gonna be on one of the topics was gonna be Refugio versus Shiner, and can the Refugio recover from the beatdown Shiner gave them? Look, man, it's all in good fun. If you don't get it, I don't know what to tell you, man. My comments like this, they might they piss fans off, but think of it as bulletin board material for your kids. Like I don't want if we're to lose a Shiner, even just because I have a problem with a couple of your fans. I posted what my episode was going to be about on Twitter. So the Jason Herring's burner, some Twitter that goes by Jason Herring's burner. Said, will we recover? The better question is why South Texas Page is speaking on a school that is not this far south. Claim us when we win, stayed, bash us when we don't. Man, we never did that, man. That's actually Urals fans. Urals fans do that. Since the days of, I used to debate on the Caller Times, the Caller Times back when you can just get on there for free and create accounts and just debate people, argue with people in the comment sections. Man, it was like 15 years ago. Your fans, ever since that I know that I've come across, ever since then, have been acting like you guys are the ones that try and distance yourself from South Texas. You guys are the ones that try and claim you aren't part of South Texas. You're embarrassed about South Texas, isn't it? That's fine, man. But people are going to give you shit for it, and you should expect it. You know, you can't have it both ways. If you want to claim you're not part of South Texas because you just nobody else around here wins state, that's cool. Do it, but then you're going to get shit back for it. But the reason I want to bring that up is because I hadn't, just to go back to the graphic I had made. I think it's been probably about 2 years by now, about the Refugio versus the Coastal Band, and can they beat everybody else in the Coastal Band like their fans claimed. I think the massacre you took at the hands of Shiner should just put that debate to an end already. Shiner's talented, no doubt. The Brooks brothers, the 2 running backs, they're great. One of them got a scholarship to play in Kingsville. The other one has everybody after him. He's not a senior yet, so he says, wow. But I mean, as great as those 2 running backs are, it's still a 2A team that ran out of basic I formation and pounded you with the same couple of plays over and over and over again. I mean, there's no embarrassment in losing to Shiner, but there's teams that gave Shiner better games that almost lost to teams that I saw in person that would in no way, as good as they are for little 2A, 3A schools, they would in no way handle the local 4A and 5As. I mean, I had even commented last year that even Toloso Midway as a 4A local school would handle Refugio, and a lot of people wanted to laugh. It's sorry, dude, but it's true. Toloso Midway loses a lot, but they're losing a lot to 4A and 5A. I got nothing but respect for Refugio. This is just really more about the fans that like to look down on the rest of South Texas and say Refugio would handle all the local 4As and 5As. No, you wouldn't. The Shiner game should put that to rest. Let's move on. The Carroll coaching search. The guys from South Texas Football Unlimited commented that it had already closed a week or 2 ago, and then it just reopened. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they had thought someone was going to take the job and they didn't after all. Why it closed and then reopened? The only rumors I had ever heard were, and keep in mind, these are just rumors. It's rumors that I heard. They're facts. Don't go crying about it. It's the only rumors I ever heard. The 2 coaches I heard their names mentioned were, I don't know if it was the head coach from JP2, but I just heard the coach from JP2 is what I was told. No one said it was the head coach or assistants or what. And then the other one was Coach Chavez, who used to be the Miller OC from 2019 to 2020, I think. And, 2017, I think he was the head coach at Santa Gertrudis Academy. 2018, he was the head coach at Ed Couch for a while. I don't know if that rumor was true or not. That would have been a good hire. I mean, that dude is... he reminds me of that coach from Sinton. They're like really intense dudes that will get... Kids pay attention to coaches like that, man. He would have been a good hire. If it was true, I don't know if it's not true. If it was true or why it didn't happen or what the holdup is right now at Carroll. If it was open and if it was closed and they had to reopen it, then that means somebody probably was offered the job and then they pulled out last second. That's what I'm guessing. But the other thing I want to address is from my alma mater. It's Coach Whatley. Coach, man, I don't know who's in charge there. I don't know why y'all, that little town, that's politics plays so much of a role in everything. Coach Whatley not being in your all's Coyote Hall of Honor is a fucking disgrace. I don't know what you're making the man wait for. He's not getting any younger. He's not, I mean, why are you making that man wait, man? He's the winningest coach, all-time winningest coach in U.S. football history. He took y'all to back-to-back semifinals. Let's be real. Even when he lost games, every season you just felt like there was just something about him and his schemes and his offenses and Coach Crow's defenses. You felt like you could beat anybody. Even when you didn't, you felt like because of the game planning by that coach and by his offenses he ran, multiple offenses, you felt like you could beat anybody on any given Friday. And he's the winningest coach of all time in Alice football. And I don't know who's in charge of making these decisions, but get your fucking finger out of your ass, because it's ridiculous that dude is not in the Coyote Hall of Honor. I mean, stop. Man, that little town has potential, man. The program, everything there is, it's just, but there's always like random people that just put politics in front of crap and just make the town look bad, everything look bad. Just stop it, man. Get Coach Whatley in the Hall of Honor, the Coyote Hall of Honor. It's ridiculous that you're making him wait still. One of the other things I wanted to address was man, there's a kid that plays for Alice this year, was the best all-around athlete in the Coastal Bend and didn't get a scholarship. The kid was a beast, Ryan Salas, man. I don't know what has to happen for the stereotyping to stop, especially from local programs like TAMUK, Texas A&M Missouri Kingsville. You know, they have a Hispanic head coach who himself played in the Valley. You would think he'd understand, you know, the stereotypes not being real. And I don't know, man. Coach Salinas, you want to get fans in the stands. You all have more than 10 people every Saturday there in Javelina Stadium. It's just you got to do better, man. There's a kid right 20 minutes away from Kingsville named Ryan Salas that is better than any receiver you have on your damn roster right now. I'll tell you that. Oh, and the other coaching search thing I left off was the Orange Grove situation. I don't know. I don't think they've hired anyone yet. I don't really know why people are surprised. You had that situation last year where some players put their nutsack on another player, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think anything was done. There was no disciplinary action. Well, you can't have something like that happen in your school and then expect to keep your job. It's not going to happen. But they did keep the job. They still coach this year, but you can't act surprised that you're not there anymore when you let something like that happen and there's no discipline. I don't want to go into one of those get off my lawn, old back in my day rants. I hate the back in my day bullshit. I think it's horse shit. Today's kids are bigger, faster, stronger, quicker, better. They're 10 times more talented than 50s, 60s, 70s. It is what it is. But there's no there's like not enough discipline anymore. And you don't see players held accountable, especially their star players. I'm not picking on Orange Grove. I mean, there's other programs too where they had their star players sending out racist tweets and nothing was done to them. And I'm not against naming kids or anything like that. I'm trying to make a point though. It's just what the fuck happened to the old days of discipline. It's kind of embarrassing. You know, you fucked up when we were in school. I'm 47 for those of you wondering how old is this fucking guy. You fucked up when we were in school and you paid a price for it, man. You're late to practice, you got to run laps, you got to do something. There's always consequences to something. And for minor things, there was consequences. Now you can fucking put your nuts on someone's face and nothing happens to you. You can send racist tweets and nothing happens to you. I mean, you're not helping those kids, man. You coaches that are listening, you aren't helping those kids by letting them get away with crap like that. Your team might win an extra game, because you're not going to suspend them a game or nothing, but you're not helping those kids out in life, man. Do that. Look at that. That's fucking intimidating. No one wants to comment right now because you see them skulls back there. I wish you would comment though, man. That's just, give me your opinions on the stuff that I talk about. The next episode will be next week. I'm going to start doing this every week, even if it's just random little stuff like this, just to get more consistent with it. And eventually, hopefully, you'll catch on where you guys start trying to participate. Say something in the comments that you want mentioned on the show, and I'll do it. An opinion, whatever. We're at 6,310 followers on the Facebook page right now. I think on Twitter at 1,800, a little more than 1,800. On YouTube, I only have about 507, I think. I don't get as much interaction over there. Instagram, I think I only have like 400 followers on Instagram. I don't pay a lot of attention to Instagram. I need to fix that and start paying more attention to that. But I honestly don't know shit about Instagram. I don't know how to grow Instagram. You know, on Facebook, you can get people to share your stuff and it helps it grow. On Twitter, same thing. People can share your stuff. Can people share your stuff on Instagram? I have no idea. I don't pay enough attention to it, and I've had it for a few years now. So I need to fix that. But the 6,310 followers I have on Facebook, that's... I'm going to start being more active with the page because I want to try and get that to 10,000 before the new football season. Before August, I want to get that to 10,000. That is not going to happen unless you all are sharing, and I ain't paying money to boost my posts, man. I do all this for free, so I'm not going to be paying money to boost my posts to help it grow. That's what Facebook wants me to do. I'm not going to do that. So I rely on you guys sharing stuff. If I go after your program, your team, whatever, don't be bitter about it, man. It's all in good fun, and then think of it as a positive. It's just bulletin board material for your kids, and that's what I want. If I can trigger a kid into doing better just so that I can look stupid, I don't care, man. That's what I want. I just want South Texas programs to win. Even you, Refugio. I'm just gonna. I'll share baseball stuff sometimes, basketball stuff, other sports. I'm not gonna really do episodes on other sports though. I got my friend has this South Texas high school baseball page that is just, if you want to follow and know a lot about baseball, that dude knows everything about baseball. Super informative. His page is 10 times better than mine. Go follow South Texas high school baseball. It's growing pretty fast, and that dude. And a lot of the people that are on there are super baseball knowledgeable. That's the one thing, though. I used to think football was king in South Texas, but man, the interaction on these football pages that some of us have, or when we bring up football stuff, it's nothing compared to the interaction they get on that page with the baseball stuff. I mean, people around here love their baseball. The stands might not be as full at actual live games, but the traffic on social media is like 10 times more for baseball than it is for football around here. But yeah, his page has a lot of good stuff on it, so you should go follow it. But thank you guys for following the page, and I will be back next week, hopefully. Thank you guys for following the page. Oh, to those of you that watch this like on YouTube or somewhere other than Facebook, I say things sometimes on here, and you're probably wondering what's he talking about. I have a habit of speaking in terms of from the Facebook point of view. That's where I have my biggest crowd. My most followers, so that's when I say stuff, I'm kind of speaking to Facebook followers. I need to learn how to stop doing that, but anyway, thank you guys.